Let's see what goes wrong when we see a doctor. Let's see if there are two endings to this one, because I'm pretty sure the Monica ending had like two negative ones. I wonder if this is the same. I'm no doctor, so I'm probably handling this wrong anyways. You are handling it wrong, but forcing it to go to a therapist or like the doctor, like forcing it is not good either. I know she doesn't like them, but I feel a lot safer with her in a professional's care. It's the right decision. I know it. Okay. Chapter 5. Two Evils. I need to tell her... Mom, that's probably the best way to go. Find the contact. I still from years ago. Texted telling her about the depression and the gravity of the situation. What? Is this true? I'm afraid so. Thought you could get her to a doctor. Oh, as soon as I can. Thank you for letting me know. Yes, ma'am. Slide my phone back into my pocket and tried to put on my poker face. Sarah can't know about this. Now we're not just going to force her, we're also just doing it behind her back. Yeah, no wonder that's gonna go wrong. Like, even if the professionals do end up being, like, people who want to help and are not completely and are competent in what they're doing. Like, just this entire situation is fucked up. I take whatever food I can find and work back to the living room. She's still on the couch, sleeping peacefully. Sit down next to her. She doesn't move. Eating in silence, my mind races all over the place. Is this for the best? The doctor. So he starts to stir about and eventually wakes up. What time is it? About 5:30. I'm hungry. I hand her a pack of Pop-Tarts. Yes! Thank you! She stuffs her face with food. I can't blame her. Don't forget to actually chew your food. Choking is bad for your health. I laugh at her ability to disregard warning. You're so ridiculous. I want more! I hand her another pack. She attacks like a wolf. I take it you're really hungry. She knows while enjoying 3-week-old Pop-Tarts. I look at the outdoors. The sun is starting to set. Hey, I might go to bed a little early today. Huh? Why? Her voice is whiny as usual. Why? I just have a lot in my mind. I think some rest will help with that. Do you want to talk about it? No, I think I can take it. Seems to not like the answer, but backs down anyway. It is good because sometimes it's important to just give people their space as well. You wanna come with me? Yes! She steps back into her usual happy persona. How does she hide all of this so well? I lie down, back facing her. She wraps her arms around me from behind. Good night, Lilith. I love you. I love you too, Sayori. The thoughts of my decision begin to haunt me once more. Whatever it takes, she just has to be okay in the end. If it's going to be anything like the other endings, she won't be okay. You made a decision. You know she won't be happy with it, yes, because you first and foremost forced her, but not just that, you did it behind her back by telling someone else about it. Why hide it? She'll find out eventually. But in the end, you make the decisions. Yes, and she should be making these decisions because it's her life and her well-being. Let's just hope they were the right ones. Saturday. I need to start shutting the blinds. My hand serves as a shield and I get my vision back. Zurich's up next to me. Good morning, Sayori. It's Saturday. What's special about today? Jumps out of bed, glowing with life. The blue moon! Oh, yeah. That is today. I'm so excited! Seems like it. But what do you want to do until then? Again, she thinks of it as if it's a hard question. Beach! Alright. Beach it is. Beach? Sorry. Yay!
I'm gonna go get some stuff from my house. I'll be back.
Alright. She leaves in a hurry. Get up. Come on.
Pull yourself together, bitch.
The fact that she doesn't know is still hanging over my head. Should I tell her? No. It would ruin her day right when it started. I have a bad feeling that we might not even get to see the blue moon because her mother might be there. I change into some shorts and a t-shirt, pack a bag and head downstairs. Like, I feel like the blue moon is reserved for the right decisions. And there's Sayori. Walk to the door and step outside.
Ready?
Yep, let's go. She grabs my hand and we journey to the beach, talking the whole way there. Okay, so this is still normal. The beach is empty as usual. I drop my back to the ground. It's still different, but it's normal.
It's so pretty!
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever get tired of this view. Sit down on the sand. She sits next to me.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, what is it?
I think something is bothering you. What is it?
Shit. I wreck my mind and come up with a shitty excuse. It's just school. Work has me stressed.
I stressed you out this much?
I have to keep my GPA high for college.
I guess that makes sense. But you'd tell me if it was something else, right?
Of course. It's just school, though. In the end, it's probably not the decision to go to a professional that's going to write the bad ending home. It's probably the fact that we just are keeping this from her. And her mother is going to also be the one who forced it. We just got people involved. Wait till I straight through your teeth.
Good. I want you happy.
I know, and that's one of the things I love about you.
I love you too, Lily.
She nuzzles next to me. I hold her close. I just want to say that I find it interesting that for all the others it was this whole time that the reveal of that we genuinely love her was a part of the ending, rather. But here it's kind of just there already. I suppose it makes sense since she's our friend, and so we perhaps have been harboring these feelings for a long time. She nuzzles next to me, hold her close, stare in silence at the sea. But an hour passed until I check on her. She's out cold. Some things never change. My eyes hurts from sitting on the sand for so long. And she wants to go do something else. She floods her eyes as she slowly wakes up. Huh? Do you want to go do anything else?
I'm hungry, Lilith!
Then let's go eat. We have the whole day to kill.
Yes, let's go!
She hops on my back, holding our things in her arms. That's right, what cost you?
Eh? Cost me what? You'll see.
I start to the city. She prods me with questions the whole way. Some people gave us some strange looks on the way here. You're carrying her on your back. Sayori hops off my back as my phone goes off.
Who's that?
I scheduled her today at 6. I'll pick her up at home. Yep, the blue moon isn't coming. My face turns white as I read this. Today? Not today! I managed to put aside the mental panic and respond. Yes, ma'am, she'll be there. Stand up for your girlfriend and say that it might be... Also, how did you manage to get it that quickly? I don't know if it's Germany. But even if you want to get a professional, from what I've heard, it's pretty difficult. I looked back up to a curious Sayori. It was just not guessing the mama.
On a Saturday?
My thoughts exactly. But anyway, let's eat. Carrying you worked up an appetite.
Sorry.
She gives a guilty look as we walk into the cafe. The place is nearly empty, so our service was fast. We order and sit down. Hey, can we make a little revision to our plan today?
Yeah? What kind of revision?
Got to be home for a package at 5:45, so can we go back to my place for a little bit then?
Will you miss the blue moon?
Of course not! It won't take long at all. I mean, my first meeting when I went to therapy, which, given the fact that the way you speak about it indicates that it wasn't the best thing in the world. It usually took I don't remember what the first time we did anything. But like I said, I just believe we're not going to have the blue moon because I feel like that's that is for those who made the right decision. Of course not. I don't want to take long at all.
Then sure. Honestly, why not?
Awesome. Thanks. I'll go get the food.
Okay.
I get up and walk to the counter. How could you lie to her again? It's for her own good. Return to the table with our food in hand. Here you go. She takes it with a smiling face. Shut up! That was my fault. I don't even know why I pressed there. I have no idea why that happened. Shoveling food into her mouth immediately. Ah! Hungry, I'm guessing? A smiling face brings me momentary joy, like nothing is wrong. I hope it stays like this. We finish up, and I look to the beautiful girl across from me. Ready to go?
Yeah! Wait, what time is it?
5:20. So we probably need to head back.
This better be important, Mail!
Oh, it is. Terrible weight starts to hit my soul. It's time. Let's go! Car's parked in the street, so he takes notice of it immediately.
That's weird, my mama's home.
I wonder why. Okay, man, you need to stop!
I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll be here. She goes towards her house, sit down on the curb with a heavy soul still present. I can't. She doesn't deserve this. Can I do any better though? You could ask, does she want to go? And if she says no, then she says no. I look up to see her in the car with her mom. Sue looks at me with a puzzled expression. She must not know yet. The car drives off down the street. I anxiously wait for the text or call. I'm getting a call from Sayori. This is it. Take a deep breath and answer. Hello?
Lilith, did you really have mail coming?
Even though I saw this coming, still feel a sucker punch to my heart. Can't like it. No, I didn't.
Did you tell my mom?
Take another deep breath. It's for your own good, Sayori.
You lied to me! You said no doctors! You lied!
I feel a tear come down my face. You're calling me a liar. It breaks my heart, but it's your fault.
Although we have to say, we never said no doctors.
We just never offered it. And something like a professional, this is something that should be discussed with the person who's supposed to go to that specific professional. For example, if her mother wants to take her to a professional, they should discuss that first as well. I'm so sorry, Sayori, but I'm not trained to deal with stuff like this. Doctors are.
But doctors don't make me feel safe.
Can you start to cry on the other end? I'll make it up to you, I promise. She hung up. Well, I sighed defeat and put my phone away. I really hope this works out. I look to the sky to try and distract myself. The sun and clouds are perfectly placed in the sky. In my chest I feel a physical pain. Is this what heartache feels like? Well, it's your own fault. Well, he was handling it pretty shitty before. Of course he was going to handle it pretty shitty even if he tries to get someone involved who could potentially be helpful, who knows? Depends on whom she has the pleasure meeting. I clutch my chest and try to ease the pain.
Lilith, are you okay?
Monika's voice calls out from down the street. She's walking with Natsuki. I'm fine.
You don't look okay, Lilith.
Natsuki looks around. She's looking for something.
Where's Sayori? She told me to hang out today.
I gotta tell them. She's at the doctor.
The doctor? Why? What's wrong? It's a butter situation, isn't it?
Natsuki saw right through this whole charade. Slowly I nod.
Doesn't she not like doctors?
You were the one who suggested it.
She told me so why did she go?
I thought it was the best option. I'm not trained to deal with stuff like this.
How did she react?
She called me. She sounded like she hated me. I would be mad if I was forced somewhere I didn't want to go. They should have at least discussed it, but you were still the one who recommended it. What was I supposed to do? Repeat the same stuff over and over?
Lilith, we know you did this with good intentions, but I think we should leave.
Guys, they go down the street, leaving me alone on the curb. It was a stupid idea either way. And I like that they are pointing out that it's not good to force someone to go to a professional when they aren't ready for it. If they don't feel like it, because you can always recommend it, you can always suggest it, but in the end it's up to them to decide whether or not they want to go. And that there are other options out there. It's important to note always that there are other ways to also get better, if only for the people who simply can't afford it, and you're simply telling them, oh, that this is the only way to get better, and they genuinely can't do that, then they're just left hopeless, basically. Or to the people who have had such terrible experience with therapy that they simply don't want to go back. But I feel like, especially from Natsuki, this was now stupid because she was the one who recommended it. That's just stupid from her end now. And like in the good ending, she also comes up and is like, "Have you really considered it?" And here she is like, "Oh wow, why would you do that?" Apparently she didn't like doctors. I probably knew that before already, but I didn't really care when I told you you should consider it. To be frank, she never told him to force her, just that maybe could recommend it. But she's now making it out, but the way it was spoken, it's like, it's made out to be like, oh, she doesn't like doctors. So that's the problem now, not the fact that he didn't really make any suggestion and Sayori was forced down it. I turned to go inside, my chest still throbbing from pain. I collapse onto the couch, looking up at the ceiling. She just has to be okay. I don't care what it takes. I look at my phone. 7:30. Screw it, I'm sleeping now. Close my eyes, tears still streaming down my face. I'm in the city, not a soul to be found. Where is everyone? Beach. Sayori sent a very short and cold text, but I still want to see her. Seems she wants to see you. Oh yeah, you're a thing. Screw you too, buddy. Whatever, let's just go. There she is. What is she? Sayori! What are you doing? Suddenly she starts crying. Sayori, what's wrong? She runs into the water. What is she doing? I'm not sure, but does she usually go out that far? I turned back to the water. It's going farther than where even I can stand. Sayori! I take off towards the water. Sayori! More. Take out towards the water. The ice cold water, but I don't care. There she is. Almost. by a wave. Hit you pretty hard. Oh, wait. Swivel my head around, scanning the entire area. Where's Sayori? I don't know. The panic in my mind amplifies as I look around frantically. Sayori! Small waves come ashore, hitting me over and over. I'm standing still, trying to find her. Sayori! My ears start ringing. Can't hear the waves anymore. My eyesight starts to fade with sound. Sunday. I'm on the floor, drenched in cold sweat, much like before. Did she... I look at the clock on the wall. 5 a.m. A wave of worry urges me to pull out my phone and text Sayori. Hey, are you okay? As soon as I hit send, I realize how stupid what I just said is. Why would she be okay? You lied and sent her away. I feel a cold metallic presence on my chest. Looking down, I see the dog tag. So I bring it close and read it. My rock, my love, my hero. What pounced with these 6 words? Some hero I am. But it had to be done, right? Even if it hurts now, it will get better. I weakly reassure myself and sit in silence. I need to just rest more. Later in the day. My eyes find the clock again. 1 p.m. Damn, maybe I slept a little too long. I look to see if Sayori's responded. Nothing, not even a text. Damn it. So I get to my feet and go upstairs. Change into a fresh set of clothes and try to feel better about myself. Just try to enjoy today. Monica texted me. If you can, meet us at the school ASAP. For what? Just come on. We'll explain when you get here. I find no reason not to go. Let's just get this over with. Step into the empty halls and look around for Monica. It's Sunday. Why is the school open? I thought we might meet at the gate, but Monica? No response. Where are they? We're in the club room. Figures. Since I walk in, I see 3 very sad faces. Okay, you made it. Is she still at the yes? Where is she? None of you are telling me. The doctor for depression. Your jumps from shock. I know, but I think that was the best course of action. Honestly, Yuri's response to hearing from professionals, like in the Monica matter was, I believe, where it was talked about how she really is against it. And they were talking about how maybe she had bad experiences. I wonder if they're actually trying to go at that route, kind of, that they're implying just that Yuri had bad experiences with it. How's she doing? Have you heard? No, nothing since yesterday. Been worried since you told us yesterday. I'm sorry, but I think it was best. Sure. Yes, I'm sure. You don't sound so sure. Take another long sigh before answering. Honestly, I'm not sure. Then why would you send her there if she didn't want to go? This question's overwhelming me in my current state of mind. Who was that? Sarah's mom. The doctor just finished his evaluation. She's staying there for mental rehab for the next 3 weeks. 3 weeks?! I'm afraid so. It's a lot worse than they expected. They say you can start visitation next weekend. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Look back up to see 3 faces awaiting explanation. She's not coming back for 3 weeks. 3 weeks? Is it that bad? Apparently so. You did find a noose on her bed. Jesus. I will say that things like this are taken very seriously. The best chance of recovery lies where she is now. I don't know, mental rehab. I can only know from my friends that have been to mental hospitals that they apparently suck. And apparently the ones in Germany are better than in other countries. So I don't know. I've only heard really from people who speak English on Germany that Germany is apparently a bit better there. My friends cannot confirm, so either once again they got unlucky, towards the area or something. I've also heard there was quite a bit of time ago from some I think it was some miner back then from a mental hospital that also had a bad reputation nearby, so it could be. Actually, the other one was further. I don't know, but from what I've heard, that is not accurate. I don't know, mental rehab might not be mental hospital. I think they also have, like, in general hospitals, a few places that aren't like just mental hospital, but also just something for psychological help. I'll need to ask my friends about that. Thanks, Yuri. I needed to hear that. All I've heard from my friends were horror stories, so my opinion on that is probably even lower than... I don't know. She smiles at me, giving me brief relaxation. Can we do anything at this point? All we can do is hope right now. Everything is out of our power. But is that enough? I don't think we have a choice. Hearing her say that sends a terrible sensation down my spine. I'm going home. I'll see you tomorrow. Lilith, we want to help you through this. How? By taking your mind off of this whole thing. We have a movie for you. Sayori told us you like these kind. She holds up Infinity War. She never forgot. Just let us try. Alright. We all turn to the door. I start my journey home. The whole group followed me the whole way home. Only Sayori were here. I unlock the door and we all walk inside. Are you telling them when you can visit? Make yourself at home. Just start the movie whenever. She puts the movie in and I dim the lights. The movie starts up. I feel less lonely for the time being. The movie ends with a heartbreaker. If anything, I feel worse than I did before. I go to turn on the lights. Obviously, they can tell that I'm not okay right now. I didn't know it ended like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Infinity was the one that ended that way. I also don't want to give spoilers. Like we've heard in the good route, good ending. But I'm pretty sure Infinity War ended. Has to be that one. Don't worry about it. I know you all meant well. I just gotta rest. I'm sorry, but I just have to. Lilith, are you sure you're okay? To be honest, I'm not sure. I just need some time. Lilith, it's not healthy to tackle things like this alone. I'm not trying to brave it alone. I just want to lay down and rest. I saw you at school. Start to walk upstairs. They don't say a word. Damn it. I guess they just left. God damn it! My soul's still heavy. My body begs me to retire for now. Guess I have to. I can tell you're distressed. I'm sorry going through this. You put it all on the line, and you don't even know if it'll pay off. That's true love. If you ever get the chance to show her that, don't hold back. But for now, all you can do is hope. Just look forward to next weekend. Visit her then. Saturday night. I don't know why I got up. I guess my body just wanted to do that. Wait, Saturday night? Shouldn't it be Sunday now? Saturday was the day that we missed the blue moon. There you go. Then Sunday we were meeting with the others. I don't know why I got up. I guess my body just wanted to do that. The clock reads 11:30. Shit. Must well get up. It's obvious I'm not sleeping anytime soon. My first instinct is to check my phone. Nothing from Sayori. It's in a desk chair, my eyes staring into the night. Hope you're okay. It's fine. They know what they're doing. I flash back to the tag's words. Hero. Rock. Love. Terrible headache surfaces. I put my hand on my head to try and reduce the pain. Jesus. It's really taking a toll on me. But it's not as much as her. I'm sure of that. Me? I'm weak. I'm no hero. I'm no rock. Am I even worthy of a love at this point? I perk up to see my phone lighting up the room. I was texting at 11:30. I looked down to see another text from my mom. They said she'll be okay, but it's going to be a long rehab. They've put her on heavy antidepressants, though. That's a price we just have to pay, I suppose. The question is if they work, because different medication works for different people. Sorry, but it just seemed like you needed to know. It's fine. Thank you for letting me know. I drop my phone to the floor and look up. She's gonna be okay. Feel more tears coming. Waves of relief hit me. Feel happy for once. I can't believe it. She's gonna be her old self again. No demon could take her from this world. She's too strong. Collapse back onto the bed. Suddenly, fatigue hits me. I get to see her next Sunday. Already counting down the days. It appears you made the right choice. Time will tell us the rest. How do I know? I know one thing, and it's all we need to know. Everything is out of your control now. Now we watch the story unfold. Let's just hope the cards fall in our favor. The thing is, it never should have been in our control anyway. It should have been up to Sayori. It all starts with that first visit day. Good luck. 1 week later. I wake up with a foreign sense of purpose. I get to see her today. I've really missed her, and today I get to see how far she's come. I roll out of bed and change into some decent clothes. Text her mom to verify that I can come. The doctor said she's clear to have visitors now, so come whenever you can. She's talked about you a lot. On my way. My legs carry me as fast as they can down the stairs and out the door. The Sunday breeze is like a pleasant wind. Stay. It's perfect. I pulled my phone to text the others. The doctor said we can start visitation with Sayori. They all text back as if on command. Awesome! Thank God! That is good news. Smite the phone. Surely they are as happy as I am. My mind focuses again on getting to the doctor. I can't keep her waiting. Find the desk to get a room number. Sayori? She just looks down to the computer and looks back up at me. Room 135. Down the hall and to the right. Thank you. Turn away from the desk and walk down the hall. I come to the door. My heart is racing. Sayori? Yes? Can I come in? Sure. Her response isn't as enthusiastic as I expected, but I don't care right now. I walk in to see her looking out the window. The sight of her makes my heart surge. Hey! Hey! How's it been? I take a seat and await her response. It's been a lot. But I can't say it hasn't been working. The voice still sounds uneasy. Are you sure? Yeah, it's helping! The sunburst of joy throws me off. Every now and then, a rain cloud comes. But eventually, they go away. Other than those, I should be fine. You don't know how happy I am to hear that, Sayori. Guess I'm concerned about you. I told them they could come. Is that okay? Yeah! I love my friends! Seeing her like this warms my heart. Even if the antidepressants account for some of this. Well, I'm really happy you're coming back to yourself. What have I missed at the club and school? School has been school. Nothing new. The club has asked about you every day. We really have just talked about you this past week. How it's gonna be when you come back and all. I can't wait to go back! But if a couple more weeks here... It's for safety purposes. They have to make sure that it won't resurface again. Depression will resurface again. It will always be there to a certain extent. That sounds like a purge. The way she said purge. Sounds like she doesn't want that. I mean, that's essentially what it is. Doctor enters the room. I hate to say this, but she is due for rehab right now. I have to ask you to leave, son. Already? Yes, sir, understand. Don't worry, I'll be back before you know it.
Bye, Lilith!
Bye, Sayori. I brush past the doctor and exit the room. I take it you just visited her? Yep. Can you meet up with me? I need to know what she's doing. Sure. I'll be downtown. Alright, see you there! That's weird. Why didn't she just ask over text? Whatever. It gives me something to do. Post up on a corner, waiting for Monica. 20 minutes pass. Where the hell is she? Lilith! Sorry, I just got caught up at home. Don't sweat it, I've got nowhere to be. But until we were here, how is she now? She's better, you can definitely tell a difference. There's a few sad moments, but they've definitely receded a lot. That's really good! Yeah, I definitely need to see her better. Still a bit uneasy, but not as much as before. Problems can't be fixed in a day, Lilith. I guess that's true, but still, I worry now and then. That's just natural. Especially for someone in your position. Yeah, I just want her to be okay. Just trust that she's in good hands. Okay, I'll try. She looks down at her phone. I hate to say it, but I have to get home. Don't sweat it. I'll see you at school. Okay, bye! See you around, Monica. Goes off down the road with a radiant smile. I have good friends. My phone tells me that it's almost 4. Damn, time flies. I need to go home. When did you get up? I'll go back to her in a week. I don't think I have the time during school days. Feels like defeat, but still hold my head high. The couch gives my legs a break from all this walking. I needed this. My mind starts to shut down. It's a little early for this. Fuck it, I'm tired. Next week. This last week sucked. I look over at the clock. 5 p.m. How long did I sleep? Enter a slight panic until I hit another thought. But I can go see Sayori. Yes! I got off bed with a boatload of energy. How did you sleep until 5 p.m.? Are you okay? As I put on some shorts and a shirt. Let's go!
Back again?
Yep. Same room.
Same room.
Awesome, thank you. Not before I enter.
Come in! Hey!
Hey Sayori, how have you been?
Great! Doctor sees no problems.
That's great. Just one more week.
Yep. But you came at a bad time.
I should hear a puzzled expression.
I'm due for rip in 15 minutes.
Oh! I see you slept the whole day.
Good to see you haven't changed.
Very funny. But we can't wait for you to get back.
You're telling me? This is quite boring, really.
I can imagine, but you still text us. So it can't be all that bad.
That's the best part!
The doctor steps in. I'll be on my way now. See you next week, Sayori.
Bye!
Every day with her, my heart feels a little bit better. One more week! I'm already counting the days. The first time in weeks, I genuinely laugh. Step inside to my house. A goofy smile is still plastered on my face. I plop down onto my bed. It's 7. That's late enough. Hey again. Do I just have to get used to this? Pretty much. Why am I here? Just making sure it's all okay. She'll still be dealing with it even after she comes home. They don't cure it. They just take its power away. They just help you find ways to manage. Unless you also have medication, then I suppose you could use that as a power taking away. I guess that's true. At least they're supposed to do that. I'm pretty sure. I guess that's true. I'm speaking about the professionals. All I have to do is see her that last day before. It should write itself from there. Just gotta make it to Saturday. Both of you do. It's a war on two fronts. And it's not over until it's over. I have faith we'll make it. Alright. Well, that's all from me. See you around. Okay, bye. I was again too fast to click there. Next Saturday. I wake up to a grey day. Uh-huh. Looks like it's coming down out there. Whatever. I still have to see Sayori. I rolled out of bed and put on some clothes. Great setting. Force of habit makes me text her mom to let her know I'm coming. I'm on the way for today's visit. No response? Whatever. She knows I'm coming anyway. I walk to the door. This rain is gonna suck. As anticipated, it's coming down on me. My visibility is limited the whole way there. I'm dripping with water as I step into the building. It's nice to get out of that. I look to the desk. Nobody is there. Down the hall, I see 3 familiar faces. Hey guys, you all here to see Sayori? They don't say anything and only Monica acknowledges me. We need to talk, Lilith. My tone is cold, like something is bothering her. Okay. What about? Just sit down, Lilith. Comply and wait with a serious sense of anxiety. Sayori can't see any visitors today. Why not? A deep sense of fear creep into my soul. She's... Monica takes off down the hall. Yuri? Yuri follows her. Suddenly Natsuki starts crying. Natsuki, what on earth is going on? The fear intensifies. She fooled us all. What are you talking about? What do you mean fooled? My voice is slowly picking up. People's heads are turning. I feel a tap on my shoulder. Turn around to face the doctor. You deserve an explanation, but I'll have to make it quick. Thank you! What is happening? Why can't I see Sayori? I'm so sorry, son. But your friend didn't wake up today. I feel a spike go through my heart. What? Shouldn't wait. How did this happen? I'm sorry, but I've got to go work. The doctor starts walking away. How did this happen? Skim at him as he walks down the hall. He doesn't look back. This can't be. I turn back to Natsuki. How did this... She... overdosed. No. Not like this. Fall to the floor. My legs feel dead. Every bit of hope in my soul is crushed. This isn't happening. This isn't happening! I'm stuck to the ground, crying my eyes out. She can't be gone. She was so happy. Lilith. Natsuki breaks the silence around me. What? She left you something? I kept opening my eyes. Natsuki's holding a sheet of paper. That's Sayori's handwriting. This is the last thing she wrote. It's to you. She takes the folded sheet from her with... I take the folded sheet from her with trembling hands. Sayori. I'm so sorry. The rain clouds, they came back. They never left me. I know you want to help me, but this is unbearable. I can't take it anymore. I love you. I'll speak about that later. Sayori, you can't be... I'm so sorry, Lilith. She drops down to my level and hugs me. I come back with all I have left. She can't be gone. I'm so sorry. But there's nothing any of us can do. But we're here for you, always. I feel no emotion. I feel empty. The thing I know is that she's gone. Why? Excuse me. A open my eyes and release Natsuki. What? Sorry to say this, but it's very late. We have to ask you to leave. Sense of anger wells up, but I manage to contain it. Yes, ma'am. Stand up. Natsuki follows suit. Let's go, Natsuki. The rain is still pouring down. I'm gonna go home, Natsuki. Is that a good idea? I just need to lay down. I hope you understand. She doesn't say anything. The rain camouflages our tears. I pull her into one last embrace. I'll see you when I see you. Be safe. It's a terrible world out there. I walk to the house. The rain is the only thing to be heard. I drop to the bedroom floor. Why? It wasn't supposed to be this way. Why did I make her go? She told me she didn't want to, but she did anyway. I'm true evil. I cry in silence. The rain doesn't stop. I shut my eyes, hoping that this terrible nightmare ends. Why here? Of all places, why does my mind make me take me back here? The door shuts behind me, but no one's in the room. I can't believe it. She's gone. I nod in silence, tears coming down my face. But here for a reason. Torment? No. Remembrance. We don't dread those who are gone. We love them for the impact they had. I know you may not understand now, but eventually you will. For now, just rest. It's been a long day. 2 weeks later, Saturday morning. Slow open my eyes. The night is still. Another sleepless night. 12:30 a.m. I sigh heavily. I can't sleep. I might as well go on a walk. Take my bag and go to my parents' room. Where is it? Find what I'm looking for. Bingo. I only grab a pen and a piece of paper. That's all I need. I need to get out of here. I make my way to the city limits and find the path to the woods. This is it. I journey for what seems like hours. At 4 a.m., I turn around and look at the city behind me. I think I'm far enough. I look up to the star-speckled sky. I take a deep breath and talk to the empty void around me. I know you're gone. It's been 2 weeks since. I just never thought you'd be gone so soon. Tears stream down my face. I miss you every day, and not a day goes by where I don't think about you. I think about stag with my words. I think about how I could have saved you. But you don't want me to live like that. You want me to enjoy my life. But when you left, my life lost meaning. You gave me life. I just wish it didn't cost yours. You gave me purpose, a soul, friends, meaning, and I gave you nothing. Your impact stays with us. Every day I stop. Tears take away my ability to speak. I learned what friendship and love should be. Nobody else could have taught me that. You may not be with me, but I will find my way back to you. I miss you every day. The school shut down for 3 days after you left us. When you left me. I stood my back and pulled the item from my parents' room. Dad kept this in his nightstand. Told me to use it if anyone broke in. I broke a few windows so they wouldn't follow me. The revolver in my hand is cold and heavy. This can't be our ending. I did this to you. I just wish I could have saved you. So there are 2 endings in this one. Well, I will... survival, I'm assuming, is at least an ending where we survive, and justice is what we perceive in the moment as justice, I'm assuming. Because, if possible, I'd like to end it then on the bittersweet ending where we survive and just remember Sayori. So in that case, I guess I'll just go with the bad ending. I can't live knowing I took your life. I close my eyes, taking the revolver from my right hand, put it to my temple. Hand is trembling, but the gun stays where it is. I'm coming, Sayori. I love you. Please, forgive me. Chapter 6, Reunion. This is it. You threw it all away in hopes of seeing her again. You paid a great price. Was it worth it? In the next life, you don't have me. So just think about that as you do go, because I won't be there to hound you about it. So I guess this is our fork in the road. See you around. Hope this was worth it all to you. Her rock, her love, her hero. Why isn't anything happening? I'm dead. So why the hell do I only see black? This feels tingly. I'm blinded by a terribly bright light. Where am I? I look around. See nothing but white. Hello? My voice doesn't echo. Nothing is heard. Is this how it all ends? The space around me seems to just be empty. No, this can't be it. Sadness wells up inside of me. I feel something, like a gust of warm wind hit me. You are lost, but can you be found? Who's there? Who is this? How did you get here? Only the dead come here. I am dead! By what means? Suicide? Suicide. Such a waste of life. I just wanted to... My words stopped short at the end of my thought. Seems that you don't know why you did this. I know I did. Then what was it? What required your life as a price? Justice. I took someone's life through my own stubbornness. I brought myself to justice. A weighty price. Did this life have any meaning to you? The one you took? The life I took was everything I had. I was nothing when this person left. But now, I don't know if I'm any better. A noble cause, but a risky bet. It seems that you can't find what you're looking for. I feel a presence behind me. It's because he's not looking in the right places. Voice brings overwhelming joy to me. I turn around to see what I came here for. Sayori, why? Why did you come? You still had alive! Sayori, a life without you isn't worth living to me. I felt a void that couldn't be filled, and I gave in. I couldn't fight anymore. I made you. I chose to do this. You didn't do anything. So coming here and seeing your face one more time, I will regret losing my body, but I will never regret finding you again. Even if it came at this cost. I gave everything I had, even my life, and you were here, waiting for me. If I knew that before I went, I'd do it all again. She doesn't say anything, but seems to be moved by my words. I can't say that this was the right choice. It wasn't. But I know now that I truly loved Sayori, and that will never change. Sayori, not even death could keep us apart. I'm sorry that it cost us this much. It cost me everything to stray from my path. I found you waiting there for when I came. Thank you. You achieved the united ending. I'll give any type of opinion after I saw the other ending. A wave of doubt hits me. You wouldn't want this. Living is hard every day, but I know you're watching over me. It's gonna be hard, but I keep living for you. Chapter 6, Dawn. I can't do this to you again. You deserve better. Drop the gun to the ground. Deny is silent. I need to go home. I pick up my bag with all the contents I came with inside. Turning toward the city, I go home. The long walk back seemed longer than what it took to get there. By the time I get there, it's 8:30. I come onto a road that I don't usually go to. It's Monica. I was wondering if you'd want to come with me on a nature walk. I know life has been tough these past few weeks, and I want to help. For my heart ache and surge at the same time. I want to see my friend, but I don't want her to see me. In the end, I decide that my friend deserves to know that I'm okay. Alright, I'll go. I'm headed there now. Meet me in the forest. I look back up to the world around me. It's quiet. Can't keep her waiting. I look around to see nobody. Monica? Over here! She appears out of nowhere, but I'm happy to see her. What is it? You look terrible, Lilith. I did just walk about 12 miles. I guess I just woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Then again, this happened a lot recently. I can see that it's still fresh on your mind. Fortunately. Lilith, you know that we're all here for you, right? Yes. Just some days I think about her more than I usually do. It makes me think about all the things I did wrong. We all did something to make the situation worse. It's hanging over all of us. But that doesn't give us reason to pout. What do you mean? She's to tell me that it's not what's at the end of the road that draws us to it. It's who we find on the end that keeps us going. So very poetic of Sayori. That's why it stuck with me. Look around at the beautiful environment. She would have loved this. I'm convinced that she's not missing it. Monica looks at me with a weird expression. She's still here, in all of us. I can't hear her voice anymore, but I can still see her working through all of us. She gave us life, reasons to get up. She taught us to see the good in life. I'm convinced that she's still here in that regard. Monica smiles genuinely at my remark. I can't tell it still bothers you, and it should. Nobody gets over these kinds of things in a few short weeks. If we live in remembrance of her rather than in spite, we'll see her everywhere we go. Even though it may not be physically. She would want us to see the good in everything. She was the good in everything. The world still seems good, so she's still here. Somewhere. A light breeze blows, providing a cool relief to the heat of the sun. It still takes a toll on all of us, though. Natsuki hasn't talked much. I don't even think Yuri has left her house. I don't blame them. I really didn't want to even get up today. So if I woke you up... No, I was up around 4. I just couldn't fall back asleep. I've had trouble sleeping too. It's just something only time can fix. Once again with the fix and rather just help. No matter how painful. This is a terrible thing. The time is a terrible thing. But at the same time it is amazing. It can run short and take someone from us. But at the same time it can give us the best memories of our lives. Time just gets away from us. I know a person that would call it a bittersweet thing, and I wish I could hear her say it. Monica looks me dead in the eyes, catching my drift. Lilith? Feel tears going down my face once again. I'm gonna be fine. I made her a promise. I've just got to let time do its bittersweet thing. Because in the end, we still have lives to live. And she would want us to live them to our fullest. Full of love, happiness, and in remembrance of her. Because she taught us what is needed to live. She taught us what is needed to live a full life. Never should we forget that. This time with a scroll. Sayori, I know that you'll never read this. I'm still writing it anyway. I know you're gone. I think about that every single day. But I still see you in everyday life, acting through all of us. Your happiness, sunshine, the silliness don't fade, and silliness don't fade. The light in this world is because of you. I see this light every day, and I think of you. I used to walk this road with you. Now I walk for you. I love you, always. This time it actually had a poem structure that it wasn't just first draft like. And I achieved the daylight ending. And my nose is stuffy, so I will... actually... Oh god. But I think it should work. Because I don't want to blow during the song, because I'm a sucker for the song. Anyway, I read the note. The note when it comes. I think it was fine this way. I wasn't sure about the United ending because it kind of feels a bit like I don't like endings where it's like suicide is the right choice here. It's usually not the intent, but it sometimes comes off this way. But I think it worked the way it did here. I think they did good here. With also the daylight ending edition. That means I managed to get all 10 endings. Yay me. So, read the note again. The first ending, second ending technically, and the last one. Dear player, so you made it to the end. Thank you for playing it through. Longer Roads was our first attempt at a mod, and I'm sure it made itself evident at times. This mod was a product of about 5 months and over 200 hours of work. We can't thank this community enough, and the person reading this. We've enjoyed every second of this ride, and I'm sure I speak for all of us when I say we hope you have too. Our end goal was to make a mod that impacted the way that past mods had impacted us, whether it be through a wholesome ending or an alternative route. Only you can be the judge of that now. We strongly recommend achieving all 10 endings before closing the door on Longer Roads, as we all had a ton of work put into them. A big thank you to those who supported us all the way through and those that came on board during the process. We could not have done it without you all. Lastly, this is more for myself, Trooper Taylor 90, to everyone. I have been truly blessed to have this awesome experience, this irreplaceable team, and the opportunity to build incredible friendships through this mod. I can't thank this team enough for their effort in this process. I hope to see you all in the near future. I think that's really all from the DDL, the Doki Doki Longer Roads development team and myself. From all of us, thank you, Trooper Taylor 90, Just an Aussie Yuri, and the Light Love. P.S. If you got a bad ending, please don't hate us. Let it motivate you to find the good ending. I have all endings now. So it will... Oh. Happy that I have the music again because I really like this music. Okay. So... let me think. Accuracy to canon, there isn't much to say. The thing with Libertina, I'm going to go through every route that I've had, so spoilers clearly. The route with Libertina, I'm going through each route the way I had gone through it. Yuri's, Monica's, Natsuki's, and Sayori's. So, the thing with Libertina, I don't know because we never really got to hear yet what exactly her story was going to be. But it seemed to have some type of impact coding-wise because it did end up... They were like, on the knife when they committed suicide, there was like... the fingerprints of a third party. So I'm assuming that there is... I'm just going to go with that there's an actual demon at play, or like some kind of entity, because I think that's giving me more of a positive thing to talk about. For Yuri, I think it works then if the Celibitina person, the Elijah, technically, if that being, that entity, if it really exists and actually influenced her to become her Act 2 self, then I think it makes sense the way it was. So I feel like I also think for the other routes there wasn't too much with Yuri. The interpretation of Monica was fine. She still has her jealous moments, but I feel like that's still pretty accurate. I'm pretty sure the mod was released before the side stories. Either way, I'm going to go off of the fact that they didn't really have the side stories at that point in time. And I feel like they did well with what they had. They gave you Monica... Noticed Monica's perfectionism and made it impact her. I feel like Monica was alright in character. Now, Natsuki, the problem with her is like, Natsuki, like Monica doesn't have her influence. I don't mind that Natsuki cussed as much here this time around because she was, she does cuss act more in Act 2, and that's where her father is more abusive. And so it would make sense. Like, her father's more abusive in this run, so she's also going to cuss more. I still think she started spiraling out of character sometimes. I think she went too severe in some directions sometimes. I think in the Natsuki route especially. Because it went from friendly banter that we could see in Act 1 and Act 2 to just pure and utter kind of very mean-spirited almost behavior. Then Sayori did have her quote-unquote more selfish side in the main game very frequently. Like, I feel like all of her sayings, I don't even think it's that selfish to say, but we wanted to have time today. That's not even that selfish. It's just like, hey, I thought we had time today. That's just normal. But I think it impacted a bit of my perception there as well. I don't think there was too much inaccuracy to canon, but there's a problem with that we're about to get into. But yeah, from what I've seen, it's between 8 and 9. I'll have to think about it. It's just that I'll get into it in a moment. So I think I'm going to go for 9 because the things that were a bit off were minor. There was a bit something off about Natsuki and Sayori. I feel like Monica was fine with the interpretation they went with, and Yuri was also fine. Well, but here comes the problem. I don't know how it would have gone. Like, accuracy to canon, let's get over 9 out of 10. From what I can tell anyway. But when it comes to the story in general, the problem is we actually didn't really get to spend a lot of quality time with them. We didn't get a lot of bonding time with them. It's a mod about romancing them, and yet it feels like the way that the characters connected was the weakest point of it all. I think Yuri and Monica still had a few more nice scenes. I also think Sayori had a lot of nice scenes. Her happy ending had, I think her happy ending was one of the with the nicest emotional, not emotional, but bonding scenes. I think Sayori was the one with the nicest bonding scenes as well. Natsuki hardly had any of those scenes. Anytime it was about her manga, we largely skipped past anything that... Most of the time when we had conversations between the characters, it was about their problems. We never really talked about them just in a gentle, nice sense. Like, Sayori just had food, and then her depression, and then romance. That was all the things we had together. Aside from the time capsule. I think that's why it was... That's why it felt the best there. This time capsule thing was also neat. But with Yuri, it's her personality is Libitina and us, for the most part. We don't really get to read much with her. We never really got to have much talk about books or anything else she has major interest in. It was about her bad dreams regarding Libitina, and then about the obsession and everything. There were some nice bonding scenes in there, like skipping rocks, or like the entire thing with Sayori. I really liked her happy ending. And Natsuki, I think, was the worst in that regard. I think her route is my least favorite. She also wasn't present for a larger part in the back. But even when she was there, it was either help my father or let's read manga. Anyway, we're gonna skip over the manga. And that's another problem that I'm going to go through. Things that are strange in all of the routes for now. Time. The way that time worked here. Like, first and foremost, the first week, I went through it again, and I'm pretty sure... I'm pretty sure, I can't remember it right now, but I went through it again a few more times after the Yuri route, and we had Sunday, I believe, it should have been Monday already, but we suddenly had Sunday again, or was it the other way around? It was either, no, I think it was a longer weekend, but it could also have been that we already are work. Wait, no. It wasn't a longer weekend. It was. There was an extra day. A week has 7 days, but we went through 8 days. There you go. But apparently, still only a week had passed. We know we start on Monday because he complains about how it's Monday and his first day back in school. But then, for some reason, it's 8 days until the next week starts again. Including that Monday. And generally time was just strange, like here with Sayori during her, while she was at the doctor. It's 5 p.m, let's go to her, let's talk a few lines with her and then depart again. It's just, we could have spent these moments with her having, you know, actual discussions so that we can maybe see a hint or something. Or maybe just show how good she's faking it. Or maybe just talk about science, about her mental health problems and everything. But I don't believe it was just the Sayori the problem. I think it was multiple times the problem that scenes took way longer than they, like, time in the game took way longer than it should have outside of it. And I know you can't make for every scene, you can't stretch out every scene. Sometimes you just have to go with, okay, they're reading manga now. But given the fact that we are skipping scenes so heavily and this, it's this time of day, it's this time of day, it has been 1 minute and that's exaggerated, it wasn't 1 minute. But multiple times it were only a few minutes, and what they did really wasn't worth saying, oh, this much time has passed. They could have talked about they could have had a few of these scenes a bit longer as well, with them talking, with them bonding. I feel like I've read something about that while I am on Reddit, and about how sometimes mods have the tendencies, we know the characters already, so for us the important thing is now to establish other things. Like, we already have an image of how they'd be in a relationship, so it feels kind of like you can skip past that. and instead just get right to the romance, and only the romance, and of course the issue solving in this case as well. But I feel like in this case it was very extreme. It was a few other mods too, but in this case it's just very, very extreme. And a few other things that I took note of is that in every route there's a kiss that one person couldn't consent to. So that's on a personal level, not not something I appreciate. Yeah, I think that's all for no. There's also still the question I have with how were their subconsciousness linked? They were having these dreams about one another. And I kind of don't expect it actually to reveal how it happened. I'm still a bit confused on the mechanism of it. Was it really just for romance? And then there's this whole entire message of, this is your one chance at love. They're in high school. Some high school sweethearts will last forever. But in reality, that's not his one chance. What if he decided, I actually don't like any of these girls that way? I'm gonna wait until sometime later. When I feel like I'm at a level of also my confidence that I feel comfortable approaching someone. Yeah. I'm trying to think of also a few scenes that I liked. When we did have a few more bonding moments, it was nice. And the romance also sometimes was nice. Like I said, I'm not big of a romance fan. But you know what? Some of the flirting with Sayori I thought was cheesy, but you know what? I kinda liked it. I guess I'm more into cheesy flirting than whatever I have in my books right now. Now, I'm going to go through the routes a bit more. It has been a while since the Yuri Monica route. But I think I still have in my mind what I want to say. Oh, and the only other thing that I could note is the skipping of the text. It was a bit excessive. I don't mind if it's sometimes. But the main game, like the original DDLC, only did it twice when bodies were discovered. When we discovered Sayori's body, it cuts us off. And when Natsuki finds Yuri's body in Act 2, it cuts her off. These are the only two times, and I feel like it would have benefited more in this mod to have a few more times just have these I can't remember the lines. The names for these lines here to represent that it was cut off and then allow us to press it and continue, because we get that it was cut off due to that and only leave the actual skipping to the lines for specific scenes or to represent something. Like with him cutting off Sayori, I actually think that would have been fine because it would have represented something. Now we go to the routes. Yuri? Oh, give me a moment, I need to think. I kind of appreciated her happy ending quite a lot, because it was talking about how the literature club is starting again and everything. And I thought it was a bit nice. We're kind of in the future already, but we know now that life will go okay with them for a while. I still don't like how it was handled with when we go insane, we must be kept apart. We must keep our distance from you, and the girls will make sure that we keep our distance from you, because it might not be good if we meet. It might not be good for either of our health. But if Yuri is going insane, well then, your boy that she's obsessed with, you can fix this. We're going to literally let her into your house. We're like, force you to let her into your house, and we'll smack you if you say that you're not feeling safe about it. Have they smacked Yuri when she was acting insane? They smacked him while he was insane? Did they smack Yuri while he was the insane one and she was like, I'm actually not too sure about all this. They were just straight up hypocrites. So I absolutely hated that. And I also, it's just really just, if it was in a way an attempt to represent mental health issues, well then that, first and foremost, what he did wouldn't have helped. Actually, that's something that's overarching, but I'll get, you know what, I'll get to that in the end. But if it was just a demon, which is what I'm going to go by because I like that a bit more, then it's understandable, because the way he was handling it would have sucked if it was mental health issues straightly. If it's a demon or being or a supernatural being, then you know what, maybe it can be fixed like that. Now to... yeah, but I did really like the happy ending. The bad ending, there wasn't... it made me emotional, because I'm an emotional person. And it gave the hint that we were dealing with an actual supernatural being, so I'm going to roll with that then. But I really liked the happy ending here a lot. When it came to... Monica? I think... the only problem was, once again, I liked the happy ending. I liked the way that everyone was able to meet then, but Yuri decided I'm going to need to take a break to fight with my own stuff. But I don't like how the choice really was phrased, because one is like, oh, I don't know, anyway, I'm not gonna try. The other is, I don't know, but I will try, basically. And it just... he was, I feel like, way too demonized in that bad ending there. Like, at the end he was just kind of going off the rails, actually, indeed, but... in quite a few instances, it was just like, oops, I said something wrong. Anyway, I'm irredeemable now. They did talk it out, so it's okay, but I feel like sometimes it was really making a drama where drama wasn't necessary at all. But I feel like that's the only real route where the behavior that the MC was displaying, as in the good route, would have been able to help as much as it did help the girls as much. The girl, in this case Monica, as much as it did. Natsuki route, the pacing was oh yeah. No. I did think it was creative to have like Monica and DMC's POV as the bad endings. There you go. Natsuki's yeah, Natsuki, yeah. She exists. She I feel like my least favorite route, I have not too much to say. I liked, actually, thinking back, I liked the way that the manga protected her. That was her manga that protected him when he was coming to save her. But the pacing, I couldn't even get into the scene with her father. Oh wait, also for the Monica, I can say from a nice thing. So you had the dream, and then the dream kind of came true, so they're really having foresight. I thought that was unique. I thought that was sweet with the foreshadowing. And, yeah, Natsuki's pacing was just so off. I couldn't get into the tense situation of the father being a lunatic. I just couldn't. And Natsuki's, by the way, with the accuracy can, I'm just going to let it slip that the father's abusive. It's not like that in Act 1, but I'm going to allow it. It's going to be fine. It's survivable. new universe entirely, since Monica isn't self-aware, nor are we in the side stories, basically. But anyway, I did like her bitter-sweet ending because like her not happy ending, but her bitter-sweet ending the most because it was something different. Of the worst possible endings we had here, we're kind of like death. In this case, the worst possible ending was maybe one day we'll find Natsuki, but she's gone for now. Although I did hate that the whole time it was like, no, she's somewhere, I can find her. I don't know, I just couldn't relate to the MC at all there, because my concern wouldn't be she's not with me anymore. My concern would be, what the fuck is her father going to do now? He's somewhere else, he can do what... who knows what he's doing to her? But I did overall still enjoy that ending from the bad endings probably the most. Next to maybe the daylight ending right now. Just now. Although that's kind of the middle ending. For the Sayori route, I feel like it had a relatively okay pacing, probably because also due to them knowing one another before, this with the love, it felt a bit more interconnected. But once again, I feel like they still could have had more actual bonding moments that aren't food or romance or her depression related. I wonder if the people who worked on the mod also had bad experiences with professionals as we did, and it influenced them due to that Yuri is unsure, and the one time we get to see a professional, it's with here Sayori, and it doesn't end well. So I wonder if they've also had bad experiences. And if that influenced kind of why they decide to go with these routes. Natsuki's route was also my least favorite, probably because he was so dense. Like, I'm having a mental breakdown in relation to my father. Oh, what's going on with your father? That's weird. Oh my god, who beats you? What could have... wait, you're all beaten up. What could have done this? Who could have done this? Who could have done this? His density was a bit annoying, and I also feel like in the case of Natsuki, Yuri, and especially Sayori, his cheap platitudes here, his weak statements shouldn't have had as much of a positive effect as they did. For Monica struggling with loneliness. I can imagine that it still works there. Yuri is also fighting with a demon, so actual demon, so someone sticking with her through that would already mean a lot. Natsuki probably just appreciate also the savior. Like, after the good ending, I can see why it is the way it is. But Sayori? The things he said were borderline... were on the side of almost very not good to say sometimes. Like, we still have this, I'll save you, we'll fix you, basically. They want to say fix her depression, basically, more. But even that is not like, that's not the way it works. It just isn't. You don't save someone like that. You help them, you support them, you encourage them, you're there for them, not you save them. It might feel like kind of like you are kind of... No, I still would consider more helping. Like, maybe this person will see it as you saving them, but that's not true per se. And then they still get a good ending, and for some reason her brain clouds her depression already starts wavering. Her lifelong depression. Okay, in a few days, a few moments, it's gone. Okay, like not gone, but barely noticeable. That makes sense. But they're acting like it's already so great. And once again, the friends and the friends were great in Natsuki's route. They were hypocrites in Yuri's route. They were also great for Monika's route, and here they were barely present. We got some nice scenes with them, but at large they were just like, you fix this. Oh, you didn't know what to do? We put a lot of pressure on you to fix this, and we didn't help at all? Well, you are doing so much wrong. Phew, we could have done it better. Of course we didn't. We decided not to do anything, but I just don't like that when these girls do that. I get wanting to keep them more as side characters when you're going a specific girl's route, but I feel like it was too extreme. There were some nice scenes in there. I liked the daylight ending. I liked the Metal Heart ending, I think it was called. I also liked Sayori's here everlasting ending. I really liked the thing with the time capsule. Time capsule. Yuri's happy ending was nice when we got a glimpse into the future. I feel like Monika had, I think, one of the better pacings, but I feel like neither of the endings, like the betting once again hit me emotionally. But that's just that all of them did that for me because I'm just a very emotional person. Because those things are close to home sometimes as well, and all of that. Also, why was Sayori suicidal already there? Like, already preparing a suicide, not just as a bit of a struggle with suicidal ideation, just genuine. Actually, that's accuracy the canon. Failure. A failure! I think that's something that also felt maybe a bit off. Another thing that I feel like just for Monika, both of the endings were a bit the weakest. Monika's Natsuki's bittersweet ending was good. I feel like for Sayori, all endings were actually very nice. Outside of the MC problems here and there, I feel like Sayori's route was the best route. I'm happy I kept it for last. Yuri is good when you don't look at it through a mental health lens, but that's an actual creature. I just wish we could have gotten a bit more on it, because why is Yuri being hunted by something that's in the original game? Some type of being? And none of the others have any type of problem. Like, Monika also isn't self-aware, and there's not even any hint that there's some type of issue with that. But for some reason she's not self-aware, I guess. Anyway, I did now a lot of rambling, and I said only a few nicer things, but the problem is, I really think the writing here is flawed. They did mention that it was their first big project, I'm pretty sure. Can't get their say now, huh? But I'm pretty sure they mentioned that, and it does bleed through. I don't think it was a bad experience. Like I said, there were some endings I really thought were really sweet. I just wish that my bonding moments, they would have needed a better way to pace the time. They would have needed, like, not just pacing in general, just the time. The time, where is it going? And why is there an extra day? And yeah. I feel like a few of the, especially with Sayori, the mental health thing could have been handled a bit differently. Still, I don't even want to know what it's like to create a mod. Oh, and I suppose I should mention that I couldn't help but notice that I feel like the music was very unfitting in some cases. I don't mean the emotional music. It's not their fault that some German YouTuber ruined that sad song for me. But here, especially at the beginning, the way that even during emotional scenes, and the music switched quickly, but then during some emotional scenes it was still happy music, and then during some scenes where the mood was already lifted, it didn't lift with the mood, like Daijobu, it's alright, everything's fine. It's alright. Yeah. Still, I don't even want to know what I'm feeling about is like. But as you can tell, I had quite a lot of struggles with the writing in this mod. I sometimes couldn't get invested at all. Also with like Sayori's note, or sometimes when they were texting, when they were stuttering in text or stuttering very excessively. And always the same things, like with Natsuki about always the I at the beginning. I couldn't even, you could tell that during the sadder times here. I just didn't stutter it because that's not how stuttering even really works most of the time. Most of the time stuttering goes, and then, you know, and you don't, and sometimes of course it will happen that that you like have like this type of stutter, but it's just very excessive here too. There were just a lot of problems with the writing. But, as they've said, it was their first big project. It had 10 endings, and I feel like a handful of these endings were well done. In some aspect or another. I've been fighting between 6 and 7 points for the story in general. I just have to settle for 6. 6 is still okay. You know, I feel like 1 and 2 are bad. 3 and 4 already not as bad. 5 and 6 are okay. I enjoyed aspects of it, and there were others that broke the immersion. Like with the why are you stuttering in a text? Like I get maybe the you that she didn't finish it because maybe she was already struggling with her overdose. But like why if you're really thinking you're about to die, why are you writing I love you? So like that's just immersion breaking quite a bit for me, you know? I couldn't get immersed in a handful of scenes. There were other problems I had during others. I couldn't focus during some scenes because the music was distracting me in the way it felt unfitting. Okay, there were a lot of problems for me. So it was okay, because there were some nice moments, there were some nice endings, but at large, the writing was noticeable that it was written by people who probably haven't written anything big before. Maybe they could have started with a smaller mod and it's kind of worked up from that, because maybe it was a bit too ambitious to jump into making a mod with 10 endings and long roads with long story, but yeah. I still think it was an enjoyable experience at large. Especially when you consider that it's still fanfiction, so... You don't want to know the fanfictions I've read recently, or some of the books I've written recently, so... I feel like a 6 out of 10, it was okay, the story. The writing of the characters, I don't know, we just didn't get to see enough of them, actually, to really pinpoint how accurate to canon they were. I think I'm going to accuracy to canon 8 or 9. I think due to that I'm going to put it on 8, because that means it ends up on a 7 out of 10 in total, and I think that's okay. It goes in the direction of I like it, and you know what? Outside of a few endings, I think when we reached the endings at least, I did think, oh, I like that. So I think it's a fitting score. So 7 out of 10 in total. I think that's all I have to say. I know I was getting a bit frustrated, but that's also because, like, doing my review, but it's getting late. I did think it was overall enjoyable. It's just noticeable that it was made by people who are still working on the writing. I'm pretty sure the creator of the Spawn We Share worked on this mod. I think they've definitely improved, at least from what I've seen from the Spawn We Share thus far. And yeah, that shows that this was good practice. So I think it works well like this. So I hope you all have a good night, morning, evening, or afternoon. And I wish you all some sweet dreams. I will leave the music until it stops. I hope it's not too long anymore. Otherwise, this is the end. Goodbye. Stay safe.